You've seen barndominiums with home theaters. You've seen them with indoor pools, workshops, and man caves. But what if I told you there's a barndominium out there that looks like a medieval tavern? I'm not kidding. We're talking Lord of the Rings vibes, Game of Thrones aesthetics, Dungeons and Dragons energy inside a pole barn in rural Arkansas. A channel called Barndovilla is transforming their barndominium into a fantasy-themed filming set. And the best part? They're doing it all themselves with basic materials, DIY techniques, and a whole lot of creativity. By the end of this video, you'll know the 7 design tricks that transformed an ordinary pole barn into something that looks like it belongs in a fantasy movie. And the 5th trick costs less than most people spend on a ceiling fan. Trick number 1, rough-sawn cedar planks. And this is where the magic starts. The Barndovilla team began by removing old shelves and a fake brick wall, then covered the surface with rough-sawn cedar planks. Now here's why this matters. Most people would use smooth, finished lumber, but that looks like a modern home. Rough-sawn wood has an uneven, textured surface that immediately reads as rustic and old-world. It's the difference between a Home Depot renovation and something that feels like it's been standing for centuries. And here's the secret. You don't need expensive reclaimed wood to get this look. Rough-sawn cedar is available at most lumber yards for about $2 to $4 per board foot. For a 10-foot wall, you're looking at maybe $200 to $400 in materials. Actionable tip. If you're doing this yourself, look for cedar with visible saw marks and natural grain variation. Avoid anything too uniform. The imperfections are what sell the look. Trick number 2, the Yakisugi finish, and this one is a game changer. Yakisugi is a traditional Japanese technique of charring wood to preserve it. The process involves burning the surface of the wood until it's charred and blackened, then brushing off the loose soot and sealing it with natural oil. Here's what the Barndovilla team did. They burned some of their cedar planks using this exact technique. The result? A deep, rich black texture that contrasts beautifully with the lighter stained boards. Why this works? The charring not only protects the wood from rot and insects, but also creates that aged, weathered look that screams medieval tavern. It's the same technique used on high-end Japanese architecture, and it can last for centuries. Actionable tip. You can do this yourself with a simple propane torch. Burn the surface until it's evenly charred, brush off the loose soot with a wire brush, and seal with linseed oil. Cost? About $50 for a torch, and the wood is already in your budget.
Trick number 3, fake timber beams that do double duty. The Barndovilla team added 2x6 fake beams to their ceiling. But here's the genius part. These beams aren't just decorative, they're strong enough to hold lighting and filming gear. This is a classic barndominium hack. Real timber beams are expensive, heavy, and require structural engineering. Fake beams? You're looking at $50 to $150 per beam, depending on length and finish. How to do it? Take standard 2x6 lumber, rough it up with a wire brush or grinder, stain or burn it to match your wall, and mount it to the ceiling. The hollow space inside can hide wiring for lights, speakers, or even a mini-split HVAC unit. The Barndovilla team plans to hide their mini-split units above the beams to maintain the medieval theme. No ugly AC units ruining the fantasy vibe. Trick number 4, and this one grounds the entire look. The stone base. The lower part of the Barndovilla wall will feature stone-like textures to create a sturdy, fortress-like foundation. They're swapping out existing fake brick for something more authentically medieval. Why this matters? Without a stone base, your medieval wall looks like a set piece. With it, it looks like a real castle wall that's been standing for hundreds of years. How to do it? You've got options. Real stone veneer runs about $15 to $30 per square foot. Faux stone panels are cheaper, around $8 to $15 per square foot. Or you can go the budget route with painted concrete textured to look like stone.
For a 10-foot wall with a 3-foot stone base, you're looking at $300 to $900 in materials. Not bad for a fortress foundation. Trick number 5, and this one might be the most important: lighting. A medieval tavern isn't bright. It's dim, moody, and warm. The Barndovilla team is using dim lantern-style lighting to create that fantasy atmosphere. Here's the science. Warm light in the 2700 to 3000 K range creates a cozy, inviting feel. Cool light, 5000 K and above, reads as modern and clinical. For a medieval theme, you want warm amber tones that mimic candlelight. Actionable tip: install dimmer switches on all your lights. Use vintage-style Edison bulbs or LED lanterns, and consider adding hidden uplighting behind your beams to create dramatic shadows. The cost? A dimmer switch is $15 to $30. Vintage bulbs are $5 to $15 each. For under $200, you can transform the entire mood of your space.
Trick number 6, and this one solves a problem nobody talks about: hidden HVAC. The Barndovilla team is planning to install mini split units for heating and cooling, but they're hiding them above the fake beams to maintain the medieval theme. Here's why this is brilliant. A bulky AC unit on the wall completely kills the medieval illusion. But if you plan ahead, you can hide your HVAC system in the ceiling space, behind beams, or in a dedicated mechanical closet. Actionable tip: when you're planning your barndo, design your HVAC system before you install your finishes. Running ductwork or mini split lines in the ceiling is easy when the space is open. Doing it after? Much harder and more expensive. A mini split system for a barndo runs about $3,000 to $5,000 installed. Well worth it for a comfortable, climate-controlled medieval tavern. Trick number 7, and this is the secret sauce that pulls everything together: distressed finishes. The Barndovilla team isn't just installing wood and calling it done. They're layering different stains, burns, and treatments to create an aged, lived-in look. Some boards are dark-stained, some are burned, some are left light. The result? A rich, multi-tonal wall that looks like it's been there for centuries. How to do it? Mix your finishes. Stain some boards dark, burn others, leave a few natural. Beat them up with chains, hammers, or wire brushes. Add iron hardware that's been left to rust slightly. The philosophy? A medieval tavern isn't perfect. It's worn, weathered, and full of character. Your finishes should reflect that. Actionable tip: don't overthink it. Experiment on scrap wood first. The best distressed finishes are the ones that happen organically. So here's what I want you to take away from the Barndovilla story. Barndominiums don't have to be boring. They don't have to be just another gray metal building with a kitchen and a bedroom. They can be themed, creative, and full of character. The Barndovilla team started with a simple pole barn and a dream, and using these 7 design tricks: rough-sawn cedar, Yakisugi finishes, fake timber beams, stone bases, warm lighting, hidden HVAC, and distressed finishes, they're building one of the most unique barndominiums in America. Here's the thing: you can do this too. You don't need to be a professional designer. You just need to be willing to experiment, layer textures, and create atmosphere. If you want to see more of their project, they've got videos showing every step. And I want to hear from you. Would you ever theme a room in your barndo? A medieval tavern? A movie theater? A speakeasy? Drop a comment and let me know. Subscribe for more Barndominium inspiration. I'll see you in the next one.